Hello, hello, hello. We're live for night 2 of week 5 of Nexus Gaming Series Division D. Week 5. I said it. I'd said all the things. Yes. NGS Div D, week 5. We have a run it back of Protectors of Shakuras versus Rooster Pizza WBP this week. They're doing both of their rounds for the double round robin of the division in 1 week. So everyone, the last match is fresh in our minds, fresh in their minds. See if we have any adjustments or different strategies coming out. We'll take a look at the standings first. So it looks like the points did go through. So like we said, Protectors of Shakuras got enough points to go ahead and tie for second with Regen Degens. And Rooster Pizza, when I click the right buttons on my screen, has 1 point to go to catch up to Cosmos. So if Rooster Pizza can pull 1 win tonight and we do another 2-1, they'll be tied for 4th. If they can win the match, they'll take 4th place all on their own. So we're looking for some good-ish, and we'll see what they do. Now, as far as looking at what is new and different this week, you'll see that nothing is new or different this week other than their colors on the screen. Protectors are the home team for this session, and Rooster Pizza is the away team, so home team gets to choose what they want. They took first pick, so Rooster Pizza started the bans and gets map pick first, and here we are looking at a salty run back of Tuesday with Braxis Battlefield banned by Pizza, and what did I say here? Cursed and Garden being banned by Pizza, with the first match going back to Volskaya. So, looking back at what week 1 was like, or night 1, whatever, round 1, we saw Rooster Pizza have a pretty convincing early game. The mid game went decidedly in the direction of Protectors of Shakuras, and we wrapped up that match with a pretty solid team fight. Fortunate for Pizza to squeeze out the win. So we'll see if they can carry their lead through the whole match this time. If Shakuras will get the early game in order, or even hold them off from getting that sick team fight at the end of game 1. So I'd like to see some meat tonight, Iggy. Is Dragon Gall playing? Maybe. No, I think they just have 0 points, man. I think they have just had a rough season so far, and have just scored no points. So, I don't know where I could be not in. There we go. I can hit that button. Casters here at 10:01. And who do we? Oh my, we have quite the roster out of the pizzas tonight. We've got a couple. We have one sub off the bench. Well, I guess it's not a sub if it's a regular roster member, but we've got Sugar Man in tonight. We are excited to see some Sugar Man. So let's see how they do. What do we got? I need Shane in here to get my. I got the Boomer. I need Chopper should be here now. He is. Dagny, Cliff, and Aram. So we got Cliff in here. My players are ready. get to it, fellers. Caster ready. Sync the score when we get in here. Bada bing, bada boom. We've got the countdown going. We are getting ready for some hot draft action in Game 1 for Div D Week 5.B.2 Electric Boogaloo rematch of Rooster Pizza, WBP, and the Protectors of Shakuras. See if we get any razzled up draft bans this time. We saw a bunch of Chromie bans coming out of Shakuras last week. We saw a couple Respect bans, but let's see if maybe we get rid of the Kel'Thuzad out of Toast. Some Fire and Ice. They said they didn't like dealing with him last time from our interview on Tuesday. So excited to see the changes, or if we're just in for some more cheese pizza from Rooster Pizza. But we've got Sugarman on the roster tonight, so if nothing else, we're gonna get some crazy toppings. Taking the entire timer to go ahead and ban out Joanna. If no one caught, we actually have had a patch come out yesterday to switch up the balance of some things. So that might kick a little bit of some hero priority. I don't know, it's not going to be a shock to anyone, but nothing happened to Joanna, so she's still highly prioritized in the tank role. I don't remember all the changes. I know Karazim got a pretty big buff. Ariel got hit with the bat to tap her down from all of her changes on the last patch, so I don't think we'll see too much of her being such a prioritized pick as we did last week. I think Dahaka got nerfed pretty hard from what I saw, so we'll see if that changes anything up. If you know of any of the other changes, let me know. The other big change is the timers in the draft phase have been significantly reduced. I don't know. I haven't actually noticed yet if that's in custom games or just Storm League, but they did. They still nerfed them a little bit. Actually, 20 seconds for a pick. I think it was just the ban timers got dropped. So we'll check on the next one. They were down to 15 seconds or something. So the initial ban was like 40 seconds, and they cut that down to 25 or something crazy. I don't know. Janitor must have been tired of waiting so long to play games. Vala first pick. We saw that prioritized by Cliff every game on Tuesday. So no surprise to see Vala coming out as their first priority here. And we've got the Rhaegar and the Zul'jin, to no surprise of any fans of Pad Zero out there. Thank you, Hoku. Appreciate the clarification there. Yeah, I did just do a Storm League game, and it was incredibly fast. So nice to know. All right, Anduin out of Boomer, and Blaze out of Arum. So we go to the next draft phase, see what we're going to get rid of. Like to see maybe another tank ban, as the Anub was pulled away from Shane. He did play at all 3 matches last Tuesday. I'm going to keep saying last week, but we want to say Tuesday. But he played it all 3, and I know Joanna's his other one, so we'll see where they go with that. Taking away the Diablo from the Protectors. Not a bad choice. Diablo can set up a Blaze Sun pretty easily between the... I'm going to call it a Shadow Charge, but I'm sure it's more like Demonic or whatever into a Jet Propulsion. So so far, the zone control coming out of Blaze for Volskaya is not bad. Rhaegar with the totems is looking pretty good. And getting rid of the Garrosh. Garrosh would be pretty good to fling someone back. Rhaegar drops a totem, and you're not going anywhere at that point. So sure, we round out these 2 picks in Orphea. A little bit different. Not quite an elemental mage. and an Arthas. So looking for a offlaner out of Sugar. Now, I'm a fan of Arthas. He's my highest rated tank, right next to Cho. So we'll see what Shane can do on a different tank after watching him on a noob all of Tuesday evening. Arthas has good zone control on the point for Volskaya, so I like it. We've got a Varian and a Li Ming, so unsure what Varian's going to be doing, as him and a Blaze can still be kind of all over. They can swap roles, and a Li Ming out of Chopper, so I like the back line. Li Ming and Vala coming out of them, and Sugarman wrapping up with a Thrall. So it's gonna be tank Arthas. I know Shane's a fan of offlane Arthas, so I was keeping that on surprise. But we got Thrall, and Thrall isn't gonna be your tank, so a little bit of some meat topping coming out of pizza. A little bit of a build order switch up from the Protectors of Shakuras. Exciting stuff as we switch over to Game 1 and see who starts this match in the lead. So we're going to zoom out, turn off the chat, bring up the things, and pop the pop-ups up so you can all see what we're doing. Scroll on over to watch our glorious combat that starts in the middle. Ben, I didn't give you mod privileges that you could do those kind of crappy puns. That's terrible. Terrible puns. Looking at what we got out of here, we've got the Frost Blast, Howling Blast talent out of Arthas, which I like to see. We've got... Alright, I like the Rolling Thunder build out of Thrall. That's my go-to. Totem. Okay, we've got the Rotating Target Flash Heal Q build. Spell Armor coming out of Li Ming. Probably going to be tank variant if he's going Lion's Maw. Gambit talent for the Vala, so they're going to want to target her. And the off-lane stim pack for Blaze. So Pizza stepping up to start the fight real easy. They've almost got the Vala shut down to dead to rights right off the bat. That would have been a really nice kill to start the game off, to drag her down out of one of those Gambit stacks, but they're not able to top it off. Sugarman coming down to the off lane, rather low on health, which isn't a big deal because Thrall will heal with his Frost Wolf Resilience passive. They're keeping the pressure up on the Vala, up on the 4-man rotation up here. Arthas has to step back from the line. He will take a lot of damage from the Li Ming until he throws some spell armor on, but I don't think the spell armor talent's till way later in the game to buy him some breathing room. However, Varian isn't a real hero until level 4. Looking for the ambush by the Healy Madougal robot, and Protectors of Shakuras say, no thanks, we know you left the lane first, so we know you were going to go hang out there, and they take the safe way on the rotate. That being said, with the safe way, that means they're going to go ahead and get their siege camp right away. With Pizza getting the wave right away, they should be able to clear this wave, maybe get their own. Rhaegar looking like he's going to go start their camp. Nope, just going to... Maybe, oh, he's going to go down for the gun. He's looking to go down to the gun camp to start, so... Shakuras not getting their gun camp. Thrall chasing hard after the Blaze catches him with the Dire Wolf, but he is out of mana and cannot do much to him, so... Just runs him out of lane, and Blaze is fine with that result. We're looking at a scuffle up here. Arthas and Orphea 2v4ing at the Health Madougal robot. Nothing to see there as the Varian's taunt comes out. So we're going to need to watch to see if they can make any picks prior to the first objective. And 10s come out, so... Pizza doesn't have their siege camp yet, so they have to clear this on their own, which means they can double back and get their siege camp, which will be a pretty big boon to get that before the objective spawns. Vala's coming down for their gun. Pretty low health. She's going to have to reset, I imagine. Yep, before the objective spawns. Now remember, because she got the gun so late, theirs is going to respawn in 2.5 minutes, whereas Pizza's is, well, it's only 40 seconds ahead, so it's still not the best. But if you grab it on spawn, this would already be coming back up, and you could grab a second gun at the start of the objective. So Pizza did grab their siege camp. Shakuras is going to go ahead and clean that up. They have a smidge of an XP lead at the moment. No one's going to be 7 as they start. The objective down here for Pizza. The 4-man sitting on the objective as they 4-man the top fort for Shakuras, willing to give up the first protector for this push. I'd like to see how Pizza answers this because you can't leave all 4 people sitting on the point. The protector will give you some room. But Shakuras not really getting a lot done on this push either, only getting the 1 tower as a decent XP chunk, looking to come down. Pato clearing the bush with the axe throw. But to get up to 60%, Rhaegar goes ahead and drops the minigun, but they're not going to fight with it, so that's kind of a wasted resource, to be honest. Thrall comes running up to fight, but his team has already left the base, and he is down and out for the count. No sweet for my sugar today. You got the DPS for Pizza up here clearing the top wave and going to let that crash. Varian thought he might go for the pick, but he's going to go clear the wave right quick. Waiting in the bush to see what happens there, if anyone's going to keep pushing. So the percentage on the objective is starting to get close. Arthas dodging the whatever priest ability that is from Anduin to root him up. We have the Earthbind Totem down so they can't step in. Big root onto Anduin. Anyone's going to follow up. The Orphea going in hard, but gets jet propulsed by the Blaze. Instantly shut down. Nice flank from the Blaze to keep her, just to shut her right out of the fight. HP bars dropping left and right on the side of Pizza, and that engage was stuffed by the flanking Blaze. Well done by RM to get the Orphea out of that. The Anduin was pretty dead to rights there. So rather than defending, Sugar and Pato look like they're going to go and get this gun. Maybe use the gun to help defend, but Arthas and Rhaegar trying to fight hard. Varian goes in. The wall is down, able to walk it off. The totem not enough to keep him in line. The minigun from the Protector tearing into Pato, but he's able to voodoo shuffle his way out of the area there. Spooky hand from the robot blasts Arthas backwards. And the Protector's going to step forward. They're going to look to try to commit to this fort, but they're running out of time, running out of bullets. The health is dropping quick. They're going to drop right in the middle here. Pato has no health, able to walk away from the minigun of the Protector. Still trying to fight. Ted's come out. Pizza does not want to defend here. They need to walk away. They need to walk away. Arthas tried to walk away, but a little late. So watching for the 10s. You got the taunt, and Orphea just takes everything from the Li Ming in the back line, as the disintegration beam melts Orphea. So the top fort goes down from the setup. They're going to go ahead and take this siege camp. Thrall and Blaze fighting with each other over here. Thrall does have the gun that he picked up with Pato earlier, but not using it to his advantage quite yet. Needs to be careful as the entire rest of the Protectors of Shakuras are behind him, working on the keep tower here. Pizza's still trying to get their defense together. They haven't hit 10s yet. Almost a 2-level lead for Shakuras now because of that fort and the front wall going down. 4 kills, definitely also adding in to the XP lead. They're going to grab the healing module. And it looks like they're just going to keep on pushing this top lane advantage and make sure that they have no room to breathe on the side of Pizza. 10s coming out. We did see Light Bomb, Disintegrate, Warbringer again, the dashing one, the Rain of Vengeance, Bunker drop. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. I mean, outside of the dash, but we saw him take that last week. Bloodlust out of Rhaegar, which I like. I kind of wish we had a second auto attacker, but that's okay. Orphea with the Crushing Jaws. Sindragosa from Arthas is just absolutely the best choice. Tazdingo and Earthquake. We like Tazdingo because he's going to really benefit from the Bloodlust. At that low, he's going to have monster attack speed if he gets low and gets the Tazdingo off. Anduin's over here, or Varian and Anduin are watching. Thrall walks right past them. They're going to try and get him. He keeps running. He's able to stay on the mount. Oof, the slow, the light bomb, the root. Thrall gets popped, but he gets the minigun down in time. Here comes a big AoE. Can they get this fight down? The bunker comes out. Anduin's chilling in it, but that means he can't heal his teammate. Spinning Axes comes out. People are in and out of the bunker. Bunker playing so big in that fight. People hopping in and out, dodging damage. I thought the Spinning Axes were going to get more out of that, but the people getting in and out just at the brink of health. We didn't see Syndragosa drop, and the Earthquake not coming out let people really kind of maneuver around the fight a lot better. So we're looking for the area slows so that Shakuras can't quite dive into the fight like that. But it was a solid bunker. Bunker saved at least a couple people. And the damage was coming out from Pizza. The bloodlust was big. Zulja was definitely throwing axes, but committing to the fight when you've got the bunker out is hard because it's going to dodge all the damage. Thrall throws an Earthquake out as he had the same CC chain that hit him last time, so throwing the Earthquake out kind of feels like a missed ability there, because I should have known he was going to get 100 to 0, especially with the whole team showing up. So the entire front line of structures down now for Pizza as they try to collect their thoughts, but it is now over a 2-level lead, a talent disadvantage as well. 2 targets for the light bomb for Anduin, so really either Beefcake that runs in is a good target for the light bomb, and you know, once we get the taunt out from Varian, he's staying in the fight. Blaze doesn't really do much once he jet propulses in, so those light bombs are pretty big into Arthas, who, yeah, he didn't take the, he has a cleanse. I think he's got a self cleanse, or at least reduces lockdown on himself. So, but if Pizza can get another fight like that without the bunker being dropped, that would be huge. But I think they've got to play the fights a little bit slowly, because that bunker will really negate what they're doing, especially if a bloodlust comes out. Everybody can just take cover in the bunker and soak up a vital few seconds of that ult being out, because bloodlust lasts 6 seconds, so everybody jumping in the bunker is pretty big. It'll take you a bit to tear through the bunker health. Pizza's team is split right now. The 3-man jet propulsion, they get absolutely caught and just obliterated by the massive arcane orb, the disintegrate, the light bomb. Just not moving as a team when they're down so many levels is a crucial mistake on this. Just further and further, the XP is slipping out of control. They look like they want the gun, but they know they shouldn't, so they step away. The XP lead now up to 3 levels. Stepping over, grabbing the gun. I think Pizza's got the tools for the fight, but they've got to catch the fight on their terms, and I think Shakuras knows that, and that's why they haven't stepped onto the objective themselves. They're winning fights around the map. They're winning scuffles. They don't need to pull a team fight here at the objective. They don't need it to do anything on the map, but Pizza's going to step up. It is 5v4. They know Blaze is in the off lane. They could try to take this fight if they wanted to, but they're going to step back. Maybe they're going to look for Blaze, but Blaze is already walking away. So if they wanted the Blaze, they needed to move a little bit quicker on that. Varian stepping up in the bush, waiting for them to come out. He steps out. Go look at the Varian. Go catch the fairy. Pizza thinking, no. Yeah, they're pinging it to step away. Pato does not care. Will step up and throw axes. Rhaegar is stepping up here. They want to look at the siege camp. They're going to try to clear it out. Anduin now taking the objective while the rest of his team waits in ambush. You can see Blaze is in the middle of the map, waiting for anyone to show up, and the protector is now taken. So Pizza not able to pull the trigger, not wanting to pull the trigger, but not losing anyone on this defense. So let's see what they plan to do here. Varian stepping up, Valo running around. You've got your healer and one of your DPS in the protector, so if you can catch somebody out, you might be able to blow them up. You've got the Blaze bunker, but you're not going to have the sustained heals as Anduin is driving the protector. An Earthquake comes out to slow everyone down. Arthas drops. Tazdingo comes out. Bloodlust comes out. Thrall is running around. The Earthquake comes out, but it's too late. The Thrall's Earthquake does not stop a charge, and it does not stop a jet propulsion. They are already in the fight. Earthquake is not going to do anything. Thrall steps up to try to do something, but instantly gets taunted by the former King of Stormwind and will drop like another sad sack of potatoes. Orphea trying to 1v1 someone over here, the only member left, but the Nexus dropping quickly. And that is a 13-minute full Skya, nearly a 5-level XP lead as the Protectors of Shakuras take match 1 on night 2. Protectors of Shakuras versus Rooster Pizza, Electric Boogaloo. So let's swap over here, take a look. Only 1 kill out of Pizza, and it went on Vala, so at least they got the Gambit target. Not bad. Not bad. The damage just wasn't there. Pizza never got a chance to fight. You know, they kept getting caught out. They kept getting picked, caught on rotations. The one fight that they had just was absolutely shut down by the bunker, which is kind of a bummer. And that's not much else to say. That went pretty quick. So, healing numbers, I mean, incredibly close out of both teams, but again, there weren't. I would say Pizza wasn't throwing a lot of damage out for Anduin to heal, and Pizza's members were dying so quick that Rhaegar wasn't getting much heal. I think the Bloodlust got value. They were doing. We saw the health bar from while Tazdinga was going up, but again, you don't really have anything else there. Thrall doesn't want to run into a Blaze variant. You know, even the Anduin roots. So I don't think there was anything quite else spicy on the talent page here. I'm gonna say I don't know if we got many Syndragosas either. We might have seen 1 or 2, but like they've got to come out sooner in the fight. Syndragosa, you wanna pull the trigger on and get the fight on your terms, and I mean they were down heroics before they could even really respond. So Glass Cannon coming out of Li Ming too, so she was feeling it. She was feeling it. I don't even know what Inner Focus does. So that's that. We'll see where match 2 takes us. Let's see. We'll switch to this one. In the meantime, let's see what's going on. I agree. The bunkers, that bunker, the first bunker at that machine gun fight was, I would say, was really what shut Pizza's rally down. And that was even with Thrall getting picked. He was able to get the Earthquake out, but I mean, he was at 10% health by the time the fight actually started, so he's not going to bring anything to you. I'd like to have seen Thrall go for more flanks. Blaze was really on point with the coming in from a different side to catch Pizza unaware for some big multi-man stuns out of his E. And you kind of want the same with Thrall with his Dire Wolf or Feral Wolf or the Wolf talent. Because otherwise it's really easy. They're all just straight lines, right? But let's see where we go for game 2. Like another big series would be fun. But Pizza's gotta recalibrate their oven. Recalibrate their oven. Get something a little more baked coming out here. Just. Yeah. See where we're happening. Maybe I'll just hydrate for a little bit. No one's. We're going to Sky Temple. Sky Temple. And oh, I hit the wrong button. That would be terrible. I hit the button to go into Storm League instead of joining the lobby. Oopsie poopsie. That would have been quite silly. Alright, so I know we went to Sky Temple. We'll update that so it's on the board. So Pizza, as Pizza lost, they went ahead and they got to choose, and they chose first pick. So the map choice went to Protectors of Shakuras, and they are the ones that chose Sky Temple. So on Tuesday, those that won the map, well, those that picked the map won the game, and so far those that picked the map have lost the game. So let's see if Pizza can work the magic to win on Shakuras map. Sky Temple, we're going to see some macro. We have swapped out Sugarman for Night Knight on the side of Pizza. And wait to see that the lobby is ready to go. Alright, are we? Caster ready. So this would be a better map for the Illidan Abathur combo to come out, but I don't know after that strong rebuttal. I don't know if the mental is going to be there to run the Abathur Illidan. So we'll see. I'm cool with a macro, a late game comp. You don't really need to fight too early on this one. You can kind of decide to split the objectives as two spawn. You can... really the biggest first fight that you have to take is either over camps or really when it spawns the solo objective at bottom. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out from these fellas. As our Pizza has first pick, so they get first ban. Yep. There you go. If they're not taking Blaze, I'm happy to see the Blaze get banned. Shakura says, yep, we suggested you should play that on Sky Temple, so we'll make sure you can't. I'd like to see a Vala ban here, because Vala has been kind of running, kind of just been able to not die, kind of doing what she wants all 4 games that these guys have played together. They get rid of the Orphea, though. They have first pick. They could take the Vala, but right now it looks like, and I don't want to insert my foot into my mouth, but maybe Joanna will make it through? Will we see Joanna come through for Ben? Will we get some of Ben's favorite tank, baby? And I'm so confused. The team that has first picked Vala 4 games in a row has banned it themselves, thinking Pizza would take it from them. Now, do you first pick Joanna? That woman, and they sure do. Shane will jump right on that. Ben, look at you. What a day. What a day to be alive. Now, I'd like to see Pizza pull out a Cassia here, because Cassia is really strong, and you've got Joanna, and the double blind is so tasty fun. But I don't think it's in anyone's wheelhouse, so. Rhaegar coming out. Okay, I like the Rhaegar and the Brightwing. I think I've talked about it at some point, either on a stream or in a group with people, but I'm not a fan. I used to permaban Brightwing, but since Rhaegar can purge it now, I'm a fan of taking Rhaegar into it because the purge is just a solid... Like, you're not going to need to worry about multiple polymorphs in a fight, usually. So making sure you have your purge for that one really crippling CC is huge. Been putting out potatoes and claps. Okay. But we talked about Dahaka getting nerfed on this patch, and Toast is going to bring it out. So we need the 2 DPS coming out of Pizza yet. There's Pato and Night Knight. And Night Knight usually goes with a Falstad, and I've seen him on Sylvanas, so I'm not sure which DPS he's going to wind up going. They're getting rid of the Varian. They don't want to deal with the taunt again this time. I need to get my ish together here and actually put the picks in here. So we still have Rhaegar, we got Joanna, and Toast is going to be on Dahaka. And Cliff is on Falstad instead of Vala this time. So and Boomer on Brightwing. Alright, let's see the next 2 picks. An ETC. Oh, and a Genji. Protectors of Shakuras, you have tickled my heart with all of your psycho picks the last 2 game nights. I appreciate you. So, with all of this out, Asmo coming out for macro on Sky Temple and Rainer. So, a lot of beef to stand in front of the Rainer. See what they can pull off here. But all that beef doesn't matter when Genji can just go in there and stab, 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 stab on the back line. So, and the last pick, EOS. The Anubarak for the opposite team. So, okay. Well, that's 2 tanks over there. So the Anub might be the offlaner, going for a little beetle build action on the offlane. Can ETC offlane? I don't know. Maybe do some weirdo stuff with ETC at times. But we are going in to Sky Temple, Game 2, Round 2 of Protectors of Shakuras versus Rooster Pizza. This one's for all the marbles. Maybe. Unless Pizza can pull it together and get a win here. Tie themselves for 4th place. And keep the fun night of games going over here while Shakuras is busy in the kitchen cooking up a double tank with Genji comp. Alright, so first we gotta look at Asmo's talent. He's going Greed, so range of the laser and Demon Warrior's going to get big. Double blind for Joe, which I guess. I mean, Genji and Falstad both do it. Lightning Shield out of Rhaegar this time. Hyper Shift. Agile Dismount. Rock Hero. It is Auto Attack Falstad, so the blind could be a lot more useful than thought. They're going to 5-man this lane up here with Toast Monster hanging out as Dahaka, trying to grab someone with his tongue, but he can't get a little lick off right there. Asmo completely missing the dunk. But they're not able to get the wall or the tower, so fair enough, no harm on that push. As 3 of them stay top, the rest of Pizza running around the map. Rainer has pushed into the tower, won't get nearly as much damage done down there as they did up top, but he's trying his best. And the 3-man over here, looks like Asmo maybe trying to swap out with Rainer here. What did Rainer go? Rainer went for basic attacks, dealing more damage, so he's going to look to push as well. So kind of the macro build out of Asmo and Rhaegar. Not looking... So I don't really want to see them focus on fighting. I want to see them rotating around the map and doing what needs to be done. Two men up here looking for Daka. He grabs a tongue. That's going to be a lot of damage going out on the ETC. He's going to be able to walk it off. Not enough damage. Quite. The siege camp easily taken by Pizza. Now they're looking to go and start their bruiser camp with Rhaegar and Joe doing that, as Asmo wants to stay in lane and get his stacks by killing minions, and Rainer's down there pushing. He's got the Inspire talent on everything, plus it doesn't expire on mercs and minions, so he's looking to split push. So a solid 1-3-1. Genji's going to jump into the Rainer. Rainer's going to try to run away. Polymorph flipped up, knocked up, dash, blip, blap, bloop, and Rainer drops quickly, but the siege minions will get the wall and a tower, so all's well that ends well up there. Dahaka's going to get the assistance of the bruiser camp, so the kill, despite the kill going over to Shakuras, the XP is okay right now, as Pizza can answer down here, and Dahaka gets a bit of push. Genji going up to gank the Dahaka. He's able to walk it off. As Pizza continues to soak all the lanes and starts to get the XP advantage from it. As long as they can keep walking away from ganks, this is how you want this comp to go, because they are absolutely looking for a team fight with the Genji roaming around trying to get some solid out numbers. But if Pizza can keep walking away from ganks and keep macroing around, they're going to do okay. As I say that, they 4-man in one lane and they don't soak all 3 lanes. So shame on me. But they split back into their 1-3-1 as objectives spawn in 2 seconds. Shakuras' bruiser camp still not taken. And then we rotate back down to put the 4-man bottom when objectives are up. I don't know. Looks like they're just going to drive for bottom. Give up a little bit of ground now, but taking this bottom fort now is going to make it a lot easier when you have to fight for the bottom objective later. So we'll see how this plays out. That being said, Shakuras hasn't taken the top objective yet. Purge comes out, unstoppables the Rainer out of the polymorph. He's going to get the big shotgun blast to push people back. Joanna walking around, taking a bunch of damage. And will be okay. Sevens come out for Pizza. Here comes a Condemn, grabs the Falstad, but he's able to dash out of the way. And Pizza continuing to push hard on this. Genji... we've got ETC and them, and Dahaka fighting over the top objective. The middle objective already down, so Anoob's probably going to soak the wave and come down and help stop bottom. And despite keeping 4 people down here, Pizza's not able to take the fight and push hard enough to get to the tower, which we talked about earlier was going to be the weakness of the way they've built their comp. They're not here to fight. They want a macro. So, I mean, if anything, they should have went 3-1-1 and tried to push mid and soak mid while they were doing that, because you've now lost both of these temples, which is making up the XP you gained, but because it's took down all your towers and gates. They're going to go for their siege camp to help offset a little bit, but Dahaka will dodge the burrow charge using the very highly skill cap talent of walking in a straight line. But we are split again. 1-1-3 set up for Pizza, trying to soak XP as much as they can, but the value isn't there yet. They're only slightly ahead of Shakuras as they 3v4 down bottom. So this should help a little bit as long as they don't die or get caught. Watch for the burrow charge out of a noob. He's going to look to try to lock somebody up, followed with a Brightwing polymorph, but Rhaegar keeping everyone topped up. Joanna's got the lightning shield to help put some damage out. So the 3-man fighting off the 4. Asmodean needs to watch out as they want to come up and look at him. But Shakuras is going to go step for their siege camp. They stuck around long enough to kill the siege camp coming out of the Pizza, and now they can get their own. So Pizza is going to hit 10s first. They've got that going for them. Keeping the pressure up across the map. Dahaka keeping his fort alive at 200 HP as Genji comes up to deal with the Dahaka. Dahaka will lick all over Genji as 10s come out. And actually, because of the camp take, they get 10s a smidge before Pizza. And now let's see what ults come out where. Blink Heal, Cocoon, Gust, Stage Dive out of the ETC. He is the one off-laning, so that makes sense. Genji going for X-Strike. This Bruiser camp is coming back up for Pizza. You've got Ancestral out this time with Rainer's Raider. So going for the macro build and then going Rainer's Raider. Okay. I would have liked maybe Bloodlust with the Raiders, but that's all right. You've got Demonic Invasion, so the Asmodan's got the pushing talent, and he's the one that's been team fighting. So maybe just a little miscommunication on who should be grabbing what ultimate up here. Blessed Shield for Joanna, and Isolation out of Dahaka, so he's looking for the team fight ultimate there. Rhaegar grabbing the objective down here, but it is 3v2 in favor of Shakuras as Rainer shows up to help fight. He does not have his Banshee out. He's got 25 seconds on that. That will give some extra power to them. Joanna looking for the Blessed Shield, gets the Falstad, drops low to health. Ancestral coming out on Joanna. Dahaka burrows while he heals. The Sage Dive comes out, and Rainer will drop down. Joanna's got to be out of tools by now. Doesn't have Iron Skin. She's going to get pushed out. The heal fountain does not come up in time. Rhaegar needing to back off as Dahaka and Asmo look to push on other sides of the map. So, and again, I feel like the ults are a little wonky out of Pizza. They kind of went for this macro comp, macro build, and then their ults just don't synergize with that, I don't think. But they've got the bottom fort down. Mid fort is halfway down from the Asmodan push. So they're still doing all right. They can keep it together. The XP is tilted over because of the kill count as far as Shakuras is concerned. That boss is coming out. Should drop this fort without a problem as Shakuras will go and take the siege camp instead. Rainer's got the Banshee out trying to help out. Banshee's just trying to help leash the camp for Shakuras. And everyone's going to run away over the Death Bridge. X-Strike where no one can dodge it. We got the Condemn coming out of Joanna. She walks away. Iron Skin, Blessed Shield trying to buy her team space. They're going to keep walking. Again, she tries to get the kill. Cocoon on the Joanna to set her up. She doesn't have Iron Skin. She doesn't have Blessed Shield. She's totally going down here. Gusted, so she can't walk out. Well done to just make sure that that is locked down for the side of Shakuras. Asmodan keeps throwing out big old Qs, trying to get those stacks up. He needs 46 more stacks before he gets the power up from his quest on that. Dahaka trying to push top, but he's going to meet the ETC, who the offlane ETC doing a good job keeping the Dahaka back. I don't even know what this build is going on over here. He's got the range. He's got some Echo Pedal. Oh, that's the wave clear one. There it is. Dahaka burrowing down the mid shows up, and there's 3 people from Shakuras waiting to escort him home. But he is too quick, too fast, and they don't want to deal with him as the objective spawn. Shakuras is resetting prior to the objective, so Pizza has a moment to do something on the board. But your 1-3-1 macro comp is now 5-manning mid lane. So what you drafted for is quickly falling apart as you're not committing to that. They're going to try to get this siege camp real quick, but Shakuras is back on the map. They clear it out really quick. They're able to grab it in time. Maybe the Anub dies right away. The silence comes out. He's walking, and Dahaka can't finish it off with the isolation. Stage dive onto 3 people into the siege camp. But the siege camp is there helping to throw some extra damage out. Brightwing is up top. He's waiting for the right target to come and hyper shift or phase shift or his heal thing coming across the board. Condemn comes out for Joanna. All we have left on the side of ults for Pizza is an Ancestral. You still have Cocoon, and here comes the Brightwing to help out. Got about half of the top objective before he came down. Joanna and Dahaka walking away. No damage over here to help them out. You've got the Asmodan split off onto the mid lane, gets run down by ETC and Falstad, and Pizza's fight gets kind of shattered as they split in their retreat. Dahaka goes, he's going to burrow up top to take the rest of that objective, as no one can really get up there. The electric slide coming out of ETC locks up the Rhaegar, and this fight is toast. They have nothing left in the tank. Joanna doesn't have Iron Skin. It's just Rainer walking away, as Dahaka has no health, and he walks away from the objective as well, as he can't tank the Stone Guardians. You see, he wants to get the rest of that. It's only 4 shots left till he gets the freebie shots, but he's going to try to recall. If Falstad flies up, does he see him? He does. I don't know if Falstad saw him or not, but Dahaka is definitely counting his lucky stars there. Asmodan in a big old web of goo. Raynor trying to cut him out with the bayonet on the rifle. That's a bottom keep down on the side of Pizza. Shakuras only has one fort left, but the more buildings you lose, the more these towers are going to focus down the same building, and the quicker everything's going to go apart. So Shakuras looking at this bruiser camp up here. You're down a talent tier, Pizza. You don't want to step in there. Demonic Invasion coming down to help with the team fight. Big dunk for a lot of heal, but the Brightwing heals are just keeping the AoE damage there so clean. Ancestral comes out late onto Raynor. Dahaka trying to drag someone back. The Noob does go down, so far 1 for 1 is 16 stick over for Pizza. They may be able to put up a better stand here, but that Brightwing heal was massive just from her passive going down. Just negated the entire Demonic Invasion and Q damage coming out of Asmodan. So really strong stuff there. And unfortunately, the Ancestral came out a bit late and was not able to keep... it was Joanna. I thought Raynor went down. Joanna was unable to keep going there. But they're going to trade for the fort while Shakuras does grab the bruiser camp here. So at least they've evened out the catapults on most areas of the map outside of bot lane. ETC looked like he might have gone for that siege camp, but he opted not to. Dahaka waiting in the bush to see what's going on. Knows he can't wait there because if they take Division Fort, he'll be spotted. So he's up here trying to soak up. But again, Pizza's down 2 levels of XP. And this is about the time that you need to make a commitment and try to find a pick. Because if they hit 20, it's going to be really hard to fight on one of those points. They managed to get this siege camp, give themselves a little bit. They've cut it down to a level and a half lead on the XP. Shakuras watching the boss, making sure nothing can happen over here. Siege camps match up down here. Everybody walks away from bot. Watch out for the picks. A ETC and a noob on the flank here. Dahaka's up top trying to clear out the waves. So the bruiser camp from top can't do much. But Pizza is the window for Pizza to take a fight on an even talent tier is closing, and it's closing quickly as Shakuras is on the boss. Knowing that someone is up top on the objective, they know that the best this can be is a 4v5. Blessed Shield comes out. They've got the Brightwing and the Noob picked off. They're going to try to... The Gus comes out. They're trying to fight for the point here. I don't know if Shane is on the point doing everything he can to stay on it. Ancestral comes out keeping him going. Pizza might get this point. They've done 2. They've pushed them off, and a critical boss steal coming out of Pizza. That could be enough to at least get them back in the game. I don't know if the momentum is fully shifted, but a hell of a fight as Shakuras focuses the boss down. The Anub and the Brightwing fighting to keep the 4-man of Pizza off, unable to do so, and Joanna able to walk in with the Ancestral from Cranky, keeping her alive long enough, forcing the rest of them off, and everybody clumped onto that point is a very dirty dream for Asmodan as he continues to dunk, forcing this fort down. You don't have Demonic Invasion up for 50 seconds, so that's not going to be able to help push. But if this bottom keep goes down, that's going to equalize the structures here, and Pizza's right there next to 20s. They just need a smidge of XP. Dahaka trying to soak mid here, looking for that XP gain. Everyone is now on 20s. Pixie Dust is applied to everybody on their 20. X-Strike upgrade. Rewind for the Anub, so he's going to get a lot of burrow charges. Genji diving in, looking for the X-Strike. Stage dive coming out of ETC. Big slow on the 5-man. They don't have Falstad yet. Falstad's coming up, looking for the crazy Gust. Does he have Gust up? X-Strike hits again. That's the Rhaegar going down. His tools were not back up, but Falstad will drop X-Strike from the Genji. Will take the Asmodan down. Continuing to fight. Joanna giving everything she's got. The Iron Shield. The Unstoppable will come up. They're working it. Pato walking away, but Joanna goes down. Raynor goes down. Dahaka sprinting out of the bush for his life. The only one left versus 4. We didn't even get to finish going over the 20s that Pizza took. But he is going to run around and try to buy some time. There is no wave here. Are they strong enough? They're looking to try to end. Can they force it while Dahaka's up? I don't know if they can or not. They don't have a wave coming at all. They'd have to fight this on their own. ETC tanking it as hard as he can. his own sustain and the Brightwing keeping him going. Dahaka doing everything he can. He burrows back. Next strike, Dahaka dodges it. 15 seconds on Cranky and Rhaegar. I don't think that Dahaka's got enough in the tank to fight these guys off. The healing out of Brightwing, the sustain out of ETC, too much for the core to deal with. Not having any waves there at all to help do damage that was close. Shakuras take it, but wowee, that was not before earning some heart palpitations from that boss steal from Pizza. That was as much as I thought Shakuras had it in the bag and not a team fighting comp out of Pizza. That was incredibly close at the end there. Brightwing heals were massive in some of those team fights. You can see the heal numbers being a smidge. I don't even know if that's a terrible thing. We saw some Ancestrals get interrupted. People died before it went off. But again, those AoE heals out of Brightwing were huge. Genji topping the DPS charts. Not a surprise. Asmo, Raynor doing what they could. The XP over here, Asmo still having the highest right next to the ETC. Dahaka running around trying to help put out fires across the map. So, I mean, I think that game wound up being a lot closer than I thought it was going to. So, Shakuras took the lessons from Tuesday, brought them, and they went to college today. Pizza, their first game, looked a little sus on Volskaya. Looked like they were a little bit out of sync, but this one they managed to take that boss, which was a huge thing. So let's take a look, see, perhaps we will chatteroni in the oh god, I am in the lobby over here. I've been in this lobby the whole time? Huh. Imagine that. I thought I went back to my own channel. Yeah. I'm good for you, Boomer. Watch the Discord to make sure he pops on in. You know what? I'm gonna put my pretty face up now.
Oh boy.
That's it. Everyone gets a little look at the real life picture. Welcome back, sir. I didn't cast or curse you.
No, you didn't.
I kept that back, but a 2-0 today.
Yep.
Even if it came with a free case of heart palpitations and
A little bit, yeah, a little scary.
I think it was deserved after how clean game 1 was, but what was different on Volskaya this time? You guys looked much cleaner, much more I say coordinated, but like your early game was much stronger.
We understood what they wanted to draft, and we just drafted around it. You know, we got a couple Volskaya games in yesterday, so that definitely helps.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it was more, we understood what their general plan was for drafts, you know, as opposed to, are they going to play Abathur Illidan? Are they going to play this Zul'jin comp? And, well, they're trying to play the Zul'jin comp. It's Volskaya, it runs late, it works perfect.
Yeah, I guess I think you guys have done it now both times, so I wanna touch base on it. It looks like you guys chose or whatever got to it late, but the minigun camp you guys took late both times.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a plan to move? Is that just time got away from you? Because I know the general idea is you want to try to get it on spawn, so
right,
you get
2 guns.
One. Right.
Yeah. We were topside. We just took Reapers.
You did take the siege camp right away this time. I saw that.
Yeah, we were topside. We weren't going to make it to gun spawn. We were getting, you know, at least like Fort Wall. We had a little bit of something topside before. Well, I guess we took it and they just ended up wiping it, but that's fine. No, it was just we were topside, not bot side.
Okay.
You know, macro planning, all that jazz.
It happens sometimes. Just like I said, I think it happened last time too. So I just wondered if that was a deliberate choice or not. But But I think Volskaya went really well. I think you guys really took off after the first objective. It looked like they caught you, and it looked like you were going to go down. And as Orphea came in, Aram had a massive jet propulsion
What a man.
into Li Ming, saving your or into Orphea, saving your life. And it looked like they just couldn't. They just never had footing after that. So I think you need to give your offlaner a bit of props on
I
your.
do before and after every game, during every game. Orm's OP, dude. I don't know why he's still playing for us, but I'll take it. I'm happy that he is, and I appreciate him dearly.
That blaze came out of nowhere, and as soon as it clipped the Orphea, I was like, this fight's done. Like that was it. Thrall seemed a little all over the place. You guys definitely caught them out a lot on the map. I mean, earthquakes were coming out late. I don't even know. I think I can count on one hand how many Cinder Ghosts came out. It just
Well, they didn't really have a chance to push, and any objective, we had staggered one of them, so they didn't want a 4v5 on it.
yeah.
So I'd rather take Cindy anyways. Army of the Dead is nice if you're the one getting targeted, but
No one takes Army of the Dead. It's fine.
it's, I mean, yeah, turn off structures and slow, like basically root the enemy team, or get like an extra health bar after
Yeah,
10
have
seconds.
some little monsters running around, but no, I think it was definitely very clean. And then I mean, game two, uh, they
That was a
definitely
puckerer.
they definitely wanted a 1-3-1. And you
Hmm.
guys were dealing with it pretty well. They definitely said, "Screw it, you guys can have the objectives in the first round," and you
Yeah.
stuffed it. Um, I don't know if there's much to say about game two other than I think their ults were a little off and there was a boss flip.
Um, Joe had shield that looked fine. That was the only one I noticed just because I'm like watching for trait, to pop trait for it. But um, yeah, no, I mean they played just fine. I know that Sky is one of their weaker maps, so we're like, you know what,
Slammed it
we
down.
play Sky often enough, we'll be fine.
I did call out that you guys chose Sky and then first banned Abathur because you suggested that they do it on Sky Temple. So I was like, that was them just saying, we know that you want
We
to
know
and you
it, yeah.
can't.
Just don't do it here. Yeah.
But I think, like I said, that I mean, game two pretty much it was clean. It was clean from you guys. They had the butt pucker at the end, and then I thought they hit 20s and they were going to be able to do it, but the retreat was you guys you cut them off there on that. The ETC stage dive just was big on that
Yeah,
last.
I heard in comms, I've got stage dive for this, and I go, perfect. And then Genji pops an X strike, and you know what? I'm just here to press Z, man.
That's it. When you're Brightwing,
That's
that's
it.
about all you're doing. So,
Hey, pressing Z and getting soaked.
well, that puts you guys. Let me bring up the right
Uh,
screen.
I did look it up. It is 4310.
4310. Well,
Yes.
that puts you in second place
Hey,
with 16 points after tonight.
I'll take it.
What's Have you guys played FC Hong Kong yet?
No, we have the same week next week against FC Hong Kong. We have Tuesday, Thursday against them.
Well, anyone that's watching, make sure you're here next week. Well, maybe not here. I don't know if I'll cast them.
Raka picked up one, and I think
Oh,
Peldor picked up the other.
well, there you go.
Need citation, but
There you go. Check out the other NGS casters to see the first place showdown mid-season
hmm
for Div D. I'm just here to cast the
yes, series of the
Roosters.
week, I think.
I just cast the Roosters. I got these boys. We're here through thick and thin.
Hell yeah.
No matter how many times they pick Zul'jin, I'm here to root them on.
Hey, I'll take it, man. We had Dive for Cats last season. They got a lot of screen time. No one else in D really did, and that's fine. We like Dive for Cats. We played against them. That's the only time we got streamed. So no one knew our strats. We got to play Braxis a lot more often. So um, it is what it is. We don't get to play Braxis as much, but we always enjoy being on the big screen.
Braxis is just it's too many ways to play Braxis. It's such a
Yeah,
love-hate
it's
relationship with that map.
like I said, Orem OP. So we always get Braxis, and when we do, we always get. No one ever picks it against us, so we always get counter pick. It's great.
There you
So
go.
if you want to beat us on Braxis, pick it. Um, that way,
Oh,
that way your offlaner gets counter pick.
that's it. The big secret's coming out on the 2-0
Yep.
win for the week. So, all right, bud, you got another hero you want to add? You thought about it now for 2 days. You
Uh,
come in ready?
yes. Clippy, your personal assistant.
There. Oh,
We have
perfect.
ironed it out a little bit more. We still have that one big pop up that says like I'm Clippy, your personal assistant. Do you need help with anything?
Sure.
Um, and that'll be similar to like blind as a bat kind of stun, where it more stuns the player. You still have full control of your hero. You're basically ISO'd. Um, and then
See, I thought it would
copy
be more
paste.
like what the Nintendogs and stuff and Smash Bros.
Right. Yeah, those assist trophies that were bullshit, and all of the like Squid Inks in Mario Kart. Um, and then copy paste, and we're not sure if that's dealing abilities like a Rubik in Dota, or if it's like a reflection of abilities, um, where you someone throws an ability at you and you pop Control CV and you flip it back at them,
I like
or
it.
you take their abilities and you can use them however you want.
There you go. Now you're just putting Silas and Mel in from League. I see it.
Yep.
I
It'll probably not be heroics. It could be heroics, but think more Rubik from Dota.
Okay. All right. The only guy I played in Dota was Venomancer. I couldn't tell you anything about anyone in that game other than Venomancer.
Yeah. Troll Warlord is Zul'jin.
Oh, well, there we go.
There you
Uh,
go.
I know Pedo probably played him too. So that's it. It's a short night. Let's wrap it up early. Get everyone to bed. It's 11 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard. One more time. Go ahead. The red carpet's out for you. Shout outs, movies, books, whatever you want to do.
um, Nothing yet. I don't have a press tour going.
Okay.
I will soon. So next time I sign something, make sure to frame it. We have FC Hong Kong next week. It is we're Peldor Twitch TV / Peldor Hots Peldor _ Hots. Sorry, on Tuesday at 9, and then we have Hong Kong Thursday at 9 Eastern on Twitch TV / iRocketCaf or iRock. Sorry, it's Rocka Stream. Everybody knows Rocka Stream. iRockCaf. I always put an extra syllable on it. We have, as always, wonderful thanks to the other team, to Rooster Pizza for playing. Obviously, we can't play without the teams to play against, so always happy to play a game. Thanks for casting.
Of course.
I'm sure we'll see you in the playoffs, casting our Rooster Pizza game. Um, and as always, thanks to anyone watching. We always appreciate you. And shout out the homies, watching from home on the couch, in the chair, in the bed. As always, a big hug and a big thank you.
That sounds beautiful and a wonderful way to wrap this stream up, sir. Congrats to your team. Wish them well from me, and best of luck in the rest of the season. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
You too.
All right. Gorons, Zora, Kokiri, Hylians. Okay, I can't forget the regular people from the land of Hyrule. Thanks for hanging out. We had a good time. Probably a little better of a time than the Pizza Boys, but there's next week. We'll be here next week rooting for our favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Uh, and that's about it. I don't know. Do we have someone to raid? Mod Ben, do we have someone to raid? Is there anyone else casting right now? This is why we have mods now, because I don't know what I'm doing. I could check too. Let's see. I started to learn how to do it. Oh no. I forget how to do it. Oh wait, raid. Now I can. Well, there is an NGS. We can go to Taquito. Ben, are you here doing this? He's just talking in chat. We're gonna go raid Taquito, so let's go. Let's go give him a big ol', I'd say a Gerudo welcome, but if we're going there, we gotta say hello to them. So we're going to Taquito. Start the raid. Begin. And off we go.